All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasum said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. It's going down today, family, Patreon exclusive. The Olmec Voyagers of the Now. I want you in the house. It's going to be one powerful live stream. I want you to get on over there to my Patreon. It's right there in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. You click it. You need to join on the advanced scribe level. Yeah, you got to join on the advanced scribe level because it's land like that. We have to take that type of knowledge, on a level where people's is really appreciative of the knowledge. You see, and it's gonna be one mind blowing lecture. You already know I ain't got to, I'm the Michael Jordan of this. You feel me? So I'm telling you that it's gonna be off the chain. It's supposed to be two, but it might be more like 2.5 or three. So you most definitely gonna be in for one roller coaster ride. So the link is there. Click that link and become a patron immediately, so you are available to view this fire presentation. To all the family out there, I want you to subscribe. Memberships are available for you. The link is right there in the video description, is in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You get an introduction video rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new teachable website. Going to be uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, certificate programs, and courses. The first one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption of Definitive Black Manhood, is custom made for the brothers. It's amazing. It's dynamic. I want you to get on over there, check it out. It got a brotherhood live stream where we get together and discuss very important information pertinent to our development and growth. We got coaching calls for the brothers if they need that. Get over there and check out what's available and what's soon to come. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com online marketplace. We got a lot of dynamic products there for your t-shirts, African and Kemetic necklaces, all type of holistic tonics, and man, so much, much more. Get over there, check out the catalog, get you a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, the classics of the classics from General SETI. So you already know that just is unbeatable. There's no website nowhere on the planet that can compare, compete. And we got the grandmaster teachers too. It's no website nowhere on the planet that can compare, compete. Become a member today. I already dropped Patreon, but most definitely get over there because you got over 500 exclusive live streams only to be viewed on Patreon. So you most definitely want that. And to all the family out there that donate to the General, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family like to donate, link is there on the screen. It's in the chat. It's in the video description. The description. Click it, donate. I appreciate you and thank you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, it's a very, it's very critical in the world of hip hop right now. It's been critical. Hip hop been in intensive care now for probably the last 10 years. Intensive care. Shit you never seen before ever. Not out in the open. Not out in the open and not, as many niggas dropping, and another guy just dropped. I didn't know the guy, but obviously a lot of people know him. He was I guess he was an artist of Future, and he got shot in Atlanta yesterday, shot dead, and so I mean they just drop it. They dropping like flies, and it's the thing is they just haven't, you ain't gonna separate, the possibility of making money from the streets. And the reality is, a lot of these niggas is not making that money that you see them on them videos. Niggas ain't making that kind of money for real. That shit be, prop shit. The shit has already been exposed. They not making. That's why they still, you understand, got their hand in the street. Because if a motherfuckers is making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you flossing millions and millions, yeah, ain't no need for you to be getting still in the streets and shit like that. And the reality is, that's what it is. And really, if you ain't the type of artist where you can go on the road and get that money, because that's where they getting it from. It's tours, it's concert. That's where the majority and a lot of the, and if you can't get on a headliner's concert, somebody that's gonna bring it in, and you get 2 and 3, 4 headliners that's gonna, a lot of people is skipping the concert. It's not like it used to be. And so you can see all around the board, all this entertainment shit, where even the NBA is fucking, their viewership is down 53%, down 53%. So the fucking world is, all this entertainment, all this fake shit that been going on, and, and is catching up. It's catching up to the industry. But Jay Prince come out of hiding. I don't know why. He didn't came out of hiding to check Wack 100 over what he been saying about Big U. I don't know why. You see, and it make me wonder if Jay Prince and Big U got something going on. It's astonishing to me that Jay Prince has never really, taken responsibility what happened to Takeoff. You feel what I'm saying? And here, a lot of people is accusing Big U of having Nipsey Hussle killed. And I'm not going to incriminate nobody. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to incriminate nobody, but a lot of times when the streets get to speaking, and they could lie. The rumors can spread, but a lot of times niggas know what it is. Niggas know what it is too, especially if it's some underlining, beefs going on, misunderstandings. Niggas know about what's going on. You see, and shit. The streets get to talking. Eventually, they get to talking. And they know who did what and who ordered what eventually, because that's just how it go. Now whether they get they get indicted, for a lot of time they don't get indicted. A lot of time them damn murders go unsolved because the police don't give a goddamn whether they ain't gonna put they all in every damn murder and this, that, and they ain't gonna do that. So a lot of times when these murders get swept up under the rug, they want to close the case and so on and so forth. And so they're going to put the minimum amount of effort in it any goddamn way. They're going to put and so Jay Prince come out and it just, it's just not a good look for Jay Prince, because you've been taking L's, man. You ain't really, spoke up for what happened to Takeoff, especially being in a city you supposed to be, you supposed to be the triple OG down there in Houston and shit, and somebody come to the city like that, and they are a distinguished artist, and someone that, the world got, they love the brother for his his artistry and things like that, and then he come into your city and he wind up dead, and then there's no resolution, and then for you to turn around and here it is, Big U being accused of goddamn possibly or allegedly having putting a hit out on Nipsey Hussle. That's almost something like you need to stay out of that conversation. because you in Houston and they in LA and motherfuckers on the ground up there, they know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. So for you to extend your, it makes me believe that you got some type of dealings with Big U. And maybe Big U got some type of dealings with you. And maybe if it's some Rico shit come up, maybe your name will come up. I wouldn't even say shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even have nothing to say about a situation like that. As sticky as that, and they talking about a Rico and shit like that. But see, they get the pension, motherfuckers. If you've been involved in some shit, the motherfuckers will get the pension you. Like, nigga, you gotta, you got some things to do with this too. You feel me? And so if some shit you get to hitting the fan, nigga, you better say something. So this is crazy that he would come out in defense. And I got exactly what he said. I think he put a post up. You know, but I'm just showing you how greasy these niggas is. This is really a teaching moment for niggas out there in the streets, because this is a prime example of why you need to get the fuck out of. Because even the motherfuckers that claim to be OGs, these niggas is not on the level of the old gangster niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking I don't support nothing, that a motherfucker do that hurt the community. But at the same time, you ain't gonna stop it. At least it should be some rules and regulations where motherfuckers is not totally pillaging everybody in the goddamn community this way and that way, any which way they can. It was some rules and regulations. Back in the day, motherfucker, you say you disrespect your mama, motherfuckers might whoop your ass. Today motherfuckers get on Instagram and shit like that and jump on their mama, whoop their mama, call their mama all type of disrespectful shit right there on Instagram. I done seen it. Back in the day, a nigga did some shit like that. Niggas will beat the brakes off that nigga. You see what I'm saying? It was a level of certain, of respect, and but I seen the era where it started to dissipate too, but it was a level where you didn't touch children. You know what I'm saying? You made sure, nigga, that if you had to, find a different time to deal with shit, you would do it. No children, no women, no elders and shit, and then it came a time, and that basically is when that damn crack shit hit. When that crack shit hit, everything went out the damn door. It just became like a wild, wild west. But niggas getting all up on this goddamn internet and talking all they goddamn business. That was just some shit you didn't do. Back then, you didn't have no damn internet. And niggas wouldn't talk on no phone or nothing. Niggas would go to the pay phone. They didn't have, and then you really didn't have no phone. Niggas came out, the first thing niggas had was beepers. Motherfucker get a beep, nigga go to the pay phone. See, they couldn't trace all that. You don't know who on that motherfucker unless they gonna, get out there and motherfucker, niggas mixed it up. You don't go to the same, you go to another one, and another one, wherever you at. But today niggas put all their information on the phone, and the goddamn phone, man, goddamn. That motherfucker is got everything on it. Your voice, your contacts and shit. That's why when they come in, goddamn, they get the motherfucking phones and shit, nigga. They got critical information, and they'll pull all type of motherfuckers in, call all kind of motherfuckers. So today it's a different thing, taking, taking all these videos and shit. It just something that, I could never envision that, gangster niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that's really, say they putting in work in the street, they damn near would stay away from a phone, or something, anything like video and shit, anything recording and shit and this, that, and the third. But today, some of the quote unquote hardest gangster niggas, they come to the phone. They come to the YouTube, the Instagram, and they just show you, man, that the lust for fame and recognition and shit, man, that all the rules of the old school, that shit then went out the door. And that's why these niggas is falling down like they falling down. And it's sad. It's sad. A lot of people might want to throw away, but that's, you see, when you throw away your youth, when you throw away your people in general, you're heading to extinction. So you can figure that shit out. You either figure it out now or you figure it out when there's 2 or 3 niggas left. You see, you're heading to extinction. And really, when we throw away our youth and we say we don't give a fuck, or this, that, and the third, is the reason why it is as bad as it is today. You understand what I'm saying? When you stop wanting to give a fuck and this, that, and you pass it down to another generation, and you pass it down to another generation. That's just like when the crack era, that's when the shit started. That's really when, and it started, but even before the crack era, it still was, it was still some, it was still some semblance of, certain shit you just didn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain not, but when the crack era, you talking about late 80s, and you know what I'm saying? And then you talk about the 90s and shit, all the 90s. You see, damn, they're all the 80s. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna lie, it was wild in goddamn Detroit. I don't remember no years in Detroit where it was safe, coming up. So so if I was to talk about Detroit, you damn near talking about damn near all the 80s, damn near all the 90s, damn near all the 2000s, damn near all the 2010s. God damn, and now we're in the 20s. And so you talking about damn near 50 years straight of escalated, violence, escalated violence. You're talking about 50 years straight. And so and then so you look at the children, you look at the youth today, and you see that that's 50 years of where motherfuckers drill music and kill music and the disrespect of the sisters and the destruction of the community, because there was some community. Okay, there was some community. And then, it was an era where, a lot of the cities in the United States after Martin Luther King and after Malcolm X was murdered, and, it was a lot of rioting. And when them riots jumped off, they most definitely wanted to punish a lot of them black communities for rioting. So that's when you had the white flight, and you see they moved out in the suburbs and they left a lot of these urban areas to decadence. You know what I'm saying? They moved the businesses out. And so now you see after, 50 years of that, you see exactly, how they didn't try to punish, a lot of these urban areas. And when you ain't got thriving cities, you ain't got motherfucking businesses where, the youth can go out there and get them a job right there in their community, where they ain't got to belittle themselves to go out in no goddamn suburb and or outside of their own community in front of people and that look at them a certain way and shit. And, and so, a lot of people, in that instance, they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to have to go into the, the arms of the motherfuckers that left the community and try to get a job somewhere else. They want to be able to go to, like anybody else, get a job right there in their own goddamn community, in their own city, which is that's reasonable. You see, but a lot of that was destroyed, during these last 50 years. And so you're looking at, a total breakdown of, all type of shit, rules and regulations. But these niggas like Wack 100 and shit, man, totally police. His actions is police. You don't discuss no another nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck whether he didn't You don't openly, if that motherfucker ain't got nothing to do with you, you let that shit alone. Cause niggas is wild. You know what I'm saying? And if we're gonna deal with it, deal with it. It's one thing to deal with the community. You understand what I'm saying? But that's within the community. You don't get on the internet and you ain't really trying to heal the community. Y'all niggas is taking all this whack shit, beef shit and escalating it to entertainment where people they binge on this type of shit. That's all these niggas watch. And this is why I come. And this is where I separated myself from other guys in the community, because they didn't have no ability to reach down here and grab some of these niggas. They didn't have that ability, and I was able to do that, because being in these schools and seeing these young guys, yeah, they may look like, yeah, they are wild, these wild, young black boys and shit, until you get a chance to know them and misguided, but motherfucker actually got a heart of gold. You understand what I'm saying? Actually had a heart of gold. Just ain't had no father figure, ain't had no big brother and shit that was really looking out, and damn, and then here come the general, and nigga had to work to get them together. But once you really, was able to get them to go to class and you giving them things, you got treats for them and shit. You got trips for them and all kind of shit. And when they seen somebody, care for them, they start to perform. That's just all it is to it. So I ain't the type of motherfucker, people that, they discard and shit. They been discarded. And that's why this shit is the way it is. And so the reality is, if you're going to turn it around, you got to reach back. You got to find instances just like this where they want to come on here and they nigga Wack 100. I wouldn't even fuck with no nigga named Wack. That nigga Wack. That already tell you he Wack times 100. Big U, he always want to be up there, bully nigga. Want to be a big bully and shit. And I mean, listen here, in the streets, is every nigga want to be on top. So you can act like you the big boss, nigga, all you want. It's gonna come a young thirsty line, nigga, that gonna want that. That's how it go. Shit, that's how it goes. So you think you can bully niggas, and oh no, it's gonna come a young thirsty line that ain't gonna give a fuck, and that's gonna be the end. That's just like in the wild, that motherfucking one line into one or two of them, if they have to double team his ass to get him, they're gonna take him down and they're gonna start their pride. So that's just what it is. So all that bullying shit, that shit old, nigga. You want to bully your goddamn community, and then Jay Prince, you just your conversation is, it ain't even needed no longer, because what is you doing? What is you doing? A lot of these artists and shit that's rapping this bullshit. If you got the power that you say you do, then you should influence them on, moving this rap shit and I'm not talking about no church rap or nothing. I know niggas is gonna do their thing, they're gonna do their street shit, they're gonna do all that. But that unnecessary promotion of killing and disrespect of the women and the promotion of selling dope and shit in the community, that shit should have been, stamped out and goddamn rap long time ago. Many of these niggas is agents. We got to say what it is. Many of these niggas is agents because, they getting money on a whole nother level. Like niggas like Jay-Z still rap, he done gave up the mic. The nigga still rapping about selling O's and all. Bitch, nigga, you been a fucking millionaire for the last 20 years. You ain't sold no motherfucking O, nigga, or none of that shit in so long. What the fuck is you continuing to promote that shit for? We don't want to hear how you sold the O's, nigga. We want to know how you sitting in there with them businessmen and how the fuck, yeah, that's where the shit, supposed to switch up. So a lot of these niggas who didn't really made the millions and shit, they still in allegiance with a lot of these demons, and they continuing to promote, you know, the destruction of our goddamn communities. And so, yeah, that's where it's at today. And so we got to come on here for the sake of the well-being of the young. Somebody got to say something. You know, they got to have an option. You know, if all they see is niggas, you know, promote these niggas and venerate them and shit and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, you know, they saying this white boy Adam 22. He done been locked up with the feds and shit, you know. And motherfuckers saying that they ain't no motherfucker gonna be trolling fucking with no police. You know, what nigga you know gonna make up fucking with the police? That don't even make no sense. I don't even know why people will say some shit. They was trolling. Nigga, niggas is serious out here. It's a lot of niggas, you know, got a lot of shit on the flow out here. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to play with no nigga pretending they the police. So it ain't even it ain't even no room for niggas to pretend like they the police. So any nigga pretending like they the police is the police. Niggas for real. That's police shit. You know, and so, you know, y'all niggas out there better, you know, really, and you can see they taking all these niggas down, you know. You know, back in the day, I remember when the crack gang ended for, you know, niggas trying to be a boss. That shit ended. All the top niggas in Detroit, they ass lost their lives in like a year and a half. It was like the CIA came in and was knocking their ass off, or had, you know, all of them, until it was none left. And then it just kind of dwindled down into a little mediocre nigga. You know, it wasn't no big niggas. That shit, the game it had distinguished, you know. It had distinguished on that level where you could get the big ball every, you know, 5, 6, 7 years. It was a nigga that were, you know, like Big Meech and them. They was the last niggas that ever tried, you know, that, you know, in the United States that was on that level. But, you know, that shit was dead, you know, and it's dead now. You know, it's dead now. But what has happened is that it has suffocated the rap game. And so these niggas can't separate that old tired shit that niggas been dead from making money. And, you know, and that tired ass same old style of rap. Niggas don't understand that shit is over with, nigga. I mean, it's a new age, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't be a new a style or whatever, because that's always, the music gonna change, but it's still supposed to be uplifting. Motherfuckers at least supposed to party, be able to party, uplift. That's what it's about. That's what music is about. Uplifting. And even if a motherfucker sad and shit, motherfucker still trying to find a way to rise through the, you know, through the pain. But all that kill music is medicine. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's supposed to do. And so in any era, where's the music that heal? You feel what I'm saying? Where you know, where's the music that speak to the pain? That's why Pop was so popular. Cause he would deal with shit, you know, that pain that motherfuckers was dealing with. No, you couldn't get no other motherfucker to talk about shit like that. Pain that motherfuckers was going through. You know, motherfucking mamas and shit and family members then out in the street, lost in their mind and shit, and dealing with and trying to find a way for a motherfucker to rise up out of that shit. You know, but that, you know, we don't have that no more. Motherfuckers just kill, drill, you know, and all and all the women rappers and shit, they fucking you know, strip joint rappers. You know, the niggas is strip joint rappers. That's all y'all niggas rapping about. Ain't no uplifting in the shit. It's dead. Because the average nigga don't want to, you know, in reality, when the shit hit the fan and motherfuckers out here grinding to survive and shit, they ain't dealing with that shit. They trying to hear some music that's gonna uplift them, nigga, to help them to go to the next level. That's what it's already been about, always been about. So these niggas, like what's in here today, these type of niggas, you got to be this, we got to get rid of these niggas, you know. You got to get rid of these niggas one way or another. It's time for that Rose could rise up out of the concrete. You see what I'm saying, and bring a breath of fresh air to this community. But if maybe after these niggas is locked the fuck up, and and a new generation come, sometimes it just have to happen that way. But these niggas it's gonna have to be a change of the narrative, and I don't see it happening without the destruction of the elite that's in there today. They're gonna have to go. It's gonna have to be a war between the black community, those that want to rise up, and them goddamn entertainers. They're gonna have to, nigga. It's gonna have to be a day when they're gonna have to be brought before the tribunal. That's really what it is. How many children that each one of them niggas, and it's tens of thousands, if not millions for many of them, that led the children, man, to where they at today. Them niggas need to be brought before the tribunal. That's just all it is to it. And them damn Cro-Magnon Neanderthals like Clyde Davis and with his bitch ass and Lion Cohen, all the motherfuckers at the table. Yeah, all the motherfuckers at the table. Niggas and crackers alike. Asians too, all them motherfuckers that sat down and say we pushing this type of music in the goddamn black community. Yeah, all their ass should be brought before the tribunal. And when we ready to do that, then this shit gonna change. It's not enough to sit back and say, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm tired. Well, motherfucker, if you tired, let's make a change. Because I'm gonna tell you the most dangerous nigga in all the black community, and that's the neutralized nigga. The neutralized nigga. The nigga that don't do nothing. They talk and they say, oh, we tired of this. Okay, well, it's more neutralized niggas than any other people in our community. It's more, because, a lot of people ain't doing it. It ain't like they committing crimes, but they ain't mobilizing to stop the crime. And so when you think about how many niggas committing crimes versus those that are not committing crimes, it's more people that's not committing crimes, but they neutralize. They won't come together and say, we got the bigger number. We got the biggest gang. The biggest gang in the black community is niggas that's sick and tired of these bitch niggas doing what they doing, but we don't mobilize. They mobilize. They mobilize to do this. So when you got more numbers than them, and you got a way larger number than them, there's no reason why we shouldn't have crushed this shit long time ago. But just sitting on your lazy boy, watching the news and watching videos and not, and just grabbing, each one teach one. That alone, if two or three, you see, and you take them two or three and everybody find one or two or three, and which is not much to ask of a motherfucker. We could have turned some of these numbers around, period. But it's just too many people out here that's willing to discard, and this process over 50 years is why this shit it is today. And a lot of people thinking that to continue down this road, just imagine what it's going to look like at the end of the 20s and it going into the 30s, 2030s. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you think it's going to look like then? If a motherfucker don't turn around and do something different. That's why it's about black power. I don't know nothing better than that. Ain't nothing better than black power. You understand what I'm saying? And if y'all want to know what it is, I always tell people this, go get Malcolm X, Message to the Grassroots. That's a 1 hour lecture. And man, he break down all the elements of community, how to control your community. He show you all the elements of what needs to happen. And it's just simplistic, but it's so fire. You understand how he break that shit down? You see what I'm saying? It ain't nothing ever gonna be better than what he gave on Black Power. Running your own goddamn community is the best way. It ain't no other way to do it. Because when you look at other people, that's what they putting down. Donald Trump putting down white power. You know what? That's what he's supposed to put down. What else is he supposed to put down? Huh? He supposed to put down white power. You just mad because you ain't got a big enough nuts to get out there and do for what he doing for his community. Motherfuckers is mad because they won't get up and do for their community what he doing for his community. He supposed to step on another motherfucker, and you supposed to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to do the same goddamn thing. He putting the wall up down in the south on the southern border. Put one up on one up on your goddamn community. Put a border around your goddamn community. He deporting motherfuckers out of the United States. Deport motherfuckers out your goddamn city. If a motherfucker ain't bringing businesses into the community, hiring people, citizens of the city to work in that business, then put tariffs on their ass. Motherfucker, put a tariff on their ass. Motherfucking the Italians, they would extort motherfuckers. They'll come in, goddamn it, had that paper at the end of the month or the first of the month. Had that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna work, it is what it is. Okay? All people's got a way where if you ain't in their community, they gonna get theirs. They gonna make sure they get something that they can put off into their community to uplift their community. And so I see a lot of things that is happening. And the thing is, it didn't start with him. You can see motherfuckers are doing it all around the world. You see, they doing it all around the world. China, Russia, the top nations are already doing it. You can't go over in China and take over nothing. Nothing. You ain't gonna take over a motherfucking thing. You ain't even got the possibility to do it. So, and so when you see other nations is doing this shit, this is what we need to do. Okay? It's not no goddamn rocket science. Okay? I see a lot of niggas out there. I show your ass in real time, how they doing this shit. They talking about Donald Trump is putting tariffs on all motherfuckers that all foreign cars made outside of the United States. If you make that motherfucker outside the United States, we putting a 200 motherfucking percent tariff on that motherfucker, which means you can't sell it in the United States. I'm in total motherfucking agreement with it. Do you see all these goddamn empty factories and shit all throughout the Midwest? You got a better plan? You got a better plan than that? He might not be doing it for us, but at least in that instance, you can't stop a nigga from throwing his surfboard on the wave and riding the wave. See, that's what it's about. It's not that he doing it for you, but it's gonna be a wave. And he cannot, you just got to be waiting when that motherfucker come to throw your surfboard out in that motherfucking wave and ride that motherfucker in. That's on you to do that. You see what I'm saying? So y'all motherfuckers is lackluster in politics and shit about what the possibilities could be. Nobody gonna do shit for you. You just got to wait your moment and know that it's coming and get the most out of what's happening out here. You feel what I'm saying? But this nigga Jay Prince, Wack 100, Big U, the end of a worthless generation. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. A lot of the, I'm not gonna get off into the artists or none of that shit. Fuck that garbage, Fuck that garbage. You get to listening and all the disrespect, and then throw that shit away. You understand? We need a whole new generation of young, fabulous artists that's gonna uplift and say all the right things, make us dance, make us invigorated to listen to music again. That's what we need. And get rid of all these old ass, fossil ass, worthless ass fossils. Should have been gone. You should have, niggas is worthless, and all they did was bring a demise to a young generation, 2 and 3 young generations, young kings that died in their early 20s, late teens and shit. You know, it's sad as fucking hell that a lot of these rappers is dying at such an early age like that, man. It cannot be where we become content with seeing our young men and our sisters too, you know, in the demise in which it's all feeding off the same demon. You know, it's like when they show you these pictures and it be a fucking demon, a giant ass demon in a cloud over a city, over a whole city. So it's all type of pestilence in all areas and shit, you know, of living and, you know, of the society. And so we got to get these demons and shit to fuck from over our communities, man. And so just caring, you know, take the time to care. That's what it boiled down to. Because when it comes that you give up on caring one way or another. You ain't got to allow nobody to fuck over you. Now, that ain't what I'm saying. But when you throw away caring for your motherfucking people, extinction, and that includes you. Your shit, and you know, you got to make a world for your babies too. Okay, realistically. Okay, we got to have a realistic world. We cannot have no make believe world. We talking about realistic. So the world that we envision for our children, we got to put in some work on that, so that, you know, we don't leave them here because it's getting worse. You see what I'm saying? It's getting worse. It's getting worse. So imagine if they drill kill music this generation. What the fuck is gonna look like 2030? If it's drill kill right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So take the time to care, put in some good work, get these old belligerent, delinquent niggas out of here, and let's get our babies, invigorate our babies, to uplift us, because we looking for the saviors, and it very well may be our children. The adults may not even have the motherfucking, they don't even have the wherewithal to save the damn race. It might be the children that come and save it, because they're gonna have to change. They're gonna have to say, you know what, fuck this. We got our whole life to live in this shit. We gonna make the change. These niggas is old. They about to leave here, but we gonna be here for far longer than they is, and we don't want to live 70 years, 80 years in a fucking world of turmoil. And so they might be the ones to save the race, you understand, just on the strength that they don't want to live the rest of their life in no bullshit like we didn't live then. But anyway, family, we gonna have this 5-5 Patreon live stream, man. If y'all got to come and get this wisdom, you feel me? You get on over there. It's exhilarating presentations that we drop in, you know, over here. The general, the last, you know, I mean, let's be what it is. Let's say what it is. Who out here is still doing the old school teaching, like the grand masters? These niggas out here preaching. Ain't nobody out here still dropping no lectures and, you know, exhilarating lectures and, you know, serious research no more. So shit, you know, we out here is trying to continue the legacy of the grand masters by, you know, continuing to teach on the very subjects that they taught on. You feel me? So come out there. The link is pinned in the chat. Click that link and be in the house, because it's gonna be fire. I'll be right back. I appreciate y'all. I know it's about 122 here, East Coast. It's about 122, and I think I got time for one more to go out before the 2 p.m. and we'll get back with y'all tomorrow. But most definitely be in the house. Click that link. Get a video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and share this with your family and friends, especially them youngin', so they can get this work. All right, family. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.